secret. How do you create demand for your product or service, right? That's what we're talking about today. How do you create demand for your product or service? Right here in my hand, I hold the key, an example. And the reason that this is so important, I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside of it in just a second, is this. Because in the old days, the last 25 years, there was more demand than there was supply. And you could just put your product out there and people would buy it. Affiliates would just swarm to you if they had a good product to sell. Today, ain't anybody affiliate swimming to you. Like, you got to go out, you got to go get them, right? And that's the same thing with your business. You got to focus today on creating demand, not creating supply. And what's inside of this letter is going to show you the secret to creating demand. Most people don't realize this. They're out there just focused on supply. If I just have a great product, Marlon, everybody's going to buy it. I'm just telling you, if I have a great product, it's going to succeed. Everybody's going to be willing to pay for it. What I'm saying is the best product does not win. The best coffee shop is Starbucks. I mean, it's not Starbucks. The best coffee shop to me is Merit Coffee. You walk in Merit Coffee, they got dim lighting, plenty of seats. They serve a fine cappuccino with a design on the top of it. It's just gorgeous. It's just wonderful. Love it, right? Love Merit. You walk into Starbucks, they got bright lights. The seats are uncomfortable. You get a cappuccino that's like too freaking foamy. It's not really a good thing, but like in the old, you only had one coffee shop, Starbucks, that served cappuccinos and stuff. Today, no. But did Merit Coffee win? No. There's thousands and thousands of Starbucks, and I don't know how many Merit Coffees there are, but not very many by comparison. The best product does not win. So what's inside of this letter right here shows you the secret of stimulating demand. Now, this letter was mailed from Gossel, Kansas, which is where TJ Roleader is. Now, I believe one of his licensees actually mailed me this letter and not TJ. Sometimes he licenses out his direct mail. But right here is a letter, in like a typical letter, this direct mail letter. It's got the headline here. And this letter happens to be 4 pages. Let me show it to you. So we got the front, we got 2 pages inside, and then we got the back here, right? Say, well, Marlon, I don't understand what's special about this. Well, first of all, let's just read the headline. A great free gift to every business owner, entrepreneur, or salesperson who is searching for the perfect business. It's the opposite of what you're doing now. Now, also, in the letter here, it happens to be that we have this marketing domination, $295 value, happens to be free. Yours free. Now, on the front and the back of this response form, it's all bullet points. Now, in addition to that, I have one more little item in here now. Hold on, and I'm going to explain the significance of this, but we have this. This is the actual risk-free acceptance form where you write in your information here, and they'll mail you the freebie, right? All right, so what is the significance of this? Well, this is giving away a free gift. And TJ did all of this to give away his free gift, right? To give away his free gift. Now, sometimes TJ will ask a little bit of money. I actually think this one asks for a little money. Let me look here if it does or not. Yeah, he's asking for $10 to qualify people, right? Sometimes he'll ask for $10. Sometimes it's just completely 100% free. But the point is, regardless, he spends a 4-page letter, 2-page basically order form and stuff, all to give away something free. And again, sometimes it's 100% scot-free. Sometimes like this, he asks a small fee like $10 in order, because the response package to this is going to be probably a 40-page letter or something. So it's quite expensive to mail out. All right. what's my point? My point is this: today, in the old days, so there was more demand than supply. So you could just put your product out there and people would want it. People would buy it. You know, I had friends would have 30,000 subscribers to the newsletter and did no marketing or advertising for it. People would be like, wow, a free newsletter about marketing. I'm just signing up. Right? Well, not today. You put out a free newsletter today and you're like one of a million on Substack or wherever stack, right? Or Beehive or whatever the service. And so my point is today, supply is nothing. It's assumed you have supply. It's just assumed. Yeah, of course like your mailman has got 10 products he did in Kajabi or she did in Kajabi or whoever it is did in Kajabi, or they did it in MemberVault for free, or they did it wherever the heck, right? And so products are like water. Products are nothing. They're like this bottled water. It's nothing. The secret today is you got to be able to stimulate and create your own demand. In the old days, the bottleneck was supply. This has changed. This is a fundamental market shift. Today, of course, you've got Kajabi. Of course, you've got ClickFunnels. Of course, you've got Go High Level. Of course, you've got ConvertKit. Of course, you got whatever. You've got, the free ones that go in WordPress. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there's free or inexpensive like Groundhog and some others that go in WordPress. Of course, you got supply. Of course. I mean, you got Loom, free. You can do videos. You got Loom. Used to be you had to buy Camtasia. You ain't got to buy Camtasia now. You just use Loom, right? So, of course, you have supply. Today, the thing is, how do you create demand? So let's talk about how do you create demand. Number one is it's a fundamental shift from passively creating products to actively having this attitude that, see, one's a farmer. I'm going to plant my crops. I'm going to water my crops. I'm going to do whatever to the soil here. I'm going to raise my crops. I'm going to take it to the market and they're going to buy up all my crops. Today, you water the plants, you do all of that, you get it all in your truck and you go down to market and they're like, dog, we don't need it. Enormously outstrips the demand. So this means in the old days, you were a supply creator. In the old days, you were a supply creator. Well, this is a new freaking day. In the new day, what are you? You're a demand creator. Because if you don't create demand, this here, creating demand, you ain't got jack. TJ will send out a 4-page letter just to get you to ask for his free report, right? Today, you got to be a demand creator, and that's the rare talent in the skill. You say, well, Marlon, I got AI. Well, AI is the reason that there's all this supply out there. Any idiot can use ChatGPT. I pretty much mean that. Like you copy a prompt, you paste in the prompt, you click the button, and boom, there's your output. And if you're too mentally limited to do that multiple times and string it together, they got other programs you can get that will paste the prompts in for you, string it all together, and give you your book or your report or your product or whatever. And I mean, you got to paste the prompt and click a freaking button. Listen, dog, if you cannot create a product today, then something is wrong. You paste in the prompt, you click the button, and it spits out all kinds of crap, right? And if that's too challenging, you've got other programs that will paste the prompt in for you. You tell it what book you want it to write, give it the topic, you click the button, it does the research, tells you who the avatar is, what all their pain points are. Then you click the button again, be like, yeah, write the book. All right, well, here's all your chapter outlines. Okay, boom, boom, okay, then write my chapters. Boom. All of a sudden, here's all your book's done. All you had to do, you didn't have to paste in the prompts. It pasted in the prompts. Or if you cannot do that, then something is seriously wrong. The problem is you get your book, you get your product, you get your videos done for you, whatever it is. So you got that crap. Now who's going to buy it? Say, well, Marlon, it's a great product. I mean, I'm telling you, I read this. I'm like, wow, I wish I would have wrote this. This is a great freaking product. Problem is, ain't anybody buying it. Why? because supply greatly outstrips demand. Anyone can go out there today and create products. Anyone can do that. Hey, Wesley, how you doing, man? The problem is creating the demand. So we'll talk a couple steps of creating demand. Step number one is you got to outreach. Step number one is you got to have that outbound marketing. It's your getter outer. You got to get it out there, get her out, or get them out there and create the demand. Now, step number two, you have your freebie offer like this, the free gift, the free something or the other. Now, once people request the free something or the other, now it comes, the rubber meets the road, and you got to sell them. Yeah, I use the word sell, S-E-L. You got to sell them. In the old days, now I understand a lot of people don't like the word selling, so people use sanitize it. They put, well, we're not selling. What we're doing is we're explaining our offer and building the perceived value and giving people an opportunity to buy today and telling them why buying today, why they need to buy today and not tomorrow. Well, yeah, dog, that's selling. You got to sell people, right? And if you can't do that today, you're not making money because, again, supply outstrips demand. Today, you got to be a demand creator and create the demand for whatever your product or service is. Products or service are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. They're like, they're again, this is products. Products are like water. Everybody's got them, right? Everybody. And so how do you create the demand? So number one, you got to be outbound. Number two, you have your free gift. Number three, you got your sales presentation. Number four, you've got your follow-up, right? Now, on your sales presentation, you can have webinars, video sales. The hot thing right now at the moment is people are doing, this shows you that demand creation outstrips supply. They're doing 3-day free events in order to sell whatever their coaching program is. Used to be you needed a 1-hour webinar. Then it went to a 1-day event would sell it. And now today they're doing 3-day events, 3-day free events so they can sell their coaching. Why? Because supply outstrips demand. You got to create your own demand. So you got to be an expert. And when you wake up in the morning, it's no longer what product am I going to create today? When you wake up in the morning, it's how am I going to create demand today? Are you doing podcasts? Now I have a product out that's called automatic marketing. It's resellertoolkit.com/automatic, which is a rare and unusual method of creating demand. I have the only product that happens to teach this particular method. But it's one of many methods of creating demand. I happen to think it's a very good one, but it's one of many. So you've got to have methods of reaching out to the customers. They ain't going to come to you no more. You got to reach out to the customers. You got to have something free, and then you got to know how you're going to sell them, what your mechanism is going to be. How are you going to create value for that? How are you going to? So anyway, that's what marketing is about today. It's not about supply creation. You got Kajabi, you got ClickFunnels, you got Go High Level, you got Member Vault, you got Teachable, you got Thinkific. You can create a product in an afternoon. Like, again, if you got an ability to click a button, you don't even got to write prompts anymore. A program will write the prompts for you, paste it into Chat GPT and give you the output. You ain't even got to paste a prompt directly into Chat GPT anymore. Product creation is nothing. It's nothing. The value is in being able to create the demand for the product that you create. Because AI ain't going to do that. See, AI is going to create the supply. And AI will create a supply of a certain level of sales letter or pitch. But AI does not understand human psychology and everything to the point at which it can stimulate demand for you. I mean, it can assist you, but you have still got to use your brain power and your personal contact power to go out there to other human beings and get them to want what it is that you are selling. So if you got an insight today, let me know in comments. If you've got a topic you'd like me to do another live stream, let me know. Invite your friends to our live streams. I'll appreciate it very much. We're trying to grow our live streams here. Do appreciate you all. You have a great day. I'll see you on another live stream.